Introducing Trees, Bees, and Seeds, our revolutionary application, where technology meets a new era of conservation. Simply upload your PDF project document and watch as our application analyzes it for both immediate and future risks. It doesn't just identify problems, it provides solutions, detailing how each change can benefit your project short-term and long-term. Plus, every report is downloadable, making it easy to present and share, making sustainable choices effortless and accessible to everyone. This isn't just technology, it's a promise for a better planet. Join us and be the change.
Let's start with the high-level overview. You will see the Flutter app here on the left, the Flask API in the center, and then the Gemini API on the right. Starting with the Flutter app, the user uploads a PDF file. The Flask API will parse that file for images and text. From there, we send our custom prompt plus that parsed data over to the Gemini API, in which it will analyze it for potential environmental impacts and then generate a markdown response. During this whole process, we're sending progress updates. The Flask API will create JSON and the PDF file based on that markdown. We send that markdown report to the Flutter app. That is what creates the results page. And then once the user reads through it, scrolls to the bottom and clicks that button, they can request to open up the PDF reports, and from there they can decide to share it or download it. Let's go ahead and run the API and the application so you can see the events that trigger between the two. Let's start the Flask API first, and you'll see a couple warnings pop up. I believe these are due to dependencies, but they don't affect the functionality because it still creates PDF files just fine. I just wasn't able to chase these down just yet. And if we start the Flutter application, you will see that it opens up and we can upload a file. The loading screen opens up and you can see the progress details in the center. And then we receive the markdown results. The user can read through this, or they can scroll to the bottom to open up the PDF version. You will also see another error, this time an assertion error, a write method before the start response. This is likely due to Flask expecting a request and response scenario, but SocketIO doesn't handle it like that. It just has listeners and event emitters. So the timing might not be what it's expecting with the Flask API, but it still functions just fine.